everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge of Friends. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we have to gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class, and this is your class 39, where we had completed your 38 classes. In that we had completed your arithmetical ability, in that same for the operations on numbers, LCM and SCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, and that we had started with averages as well. And hopefully if it is not exceed an hour, so that we'll complete that averages topic in this class only. First of all, before starting with this, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. On the same case, we will be going ahead, and that is your 64th question of the session. The question is, average of 10 positive number is x bar. If each number is increased by 10%, then x bar. This has been asked in your IMT examination paper. The options for this is that remains unchanged, may decrease, may increase, and is increased by 10%. So we'll go ahead, and that we have to find out. Let's go ahead here. Average of 10 positive numbers is x bar if each number is increased by 10%, then x bar. We have to find out. This has been asked in your IMT examination paper. As an option, as I told you, remains unchanged, may decrease, may increase, and is increased by 10%. That we have to talk about it. And on this type of a question, you have to be very careful about it when you are going ahead with the solution for these all these, because here you have to go ahead and that you have to answer it out as well. So we'll go ahead for the solution for this as well. So that is to be as follows, which is x1 plus x2 plus till x10 upon total quantity we have, total number we have 10, which is equals to x bar, then x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus till x10, that is equals to 10 x bar. This 10 will go here into the right side. Then after that 10 hai, so फिर of course that will be 110 upon 100 x1 plus 110 upon 100 x2 plus 110 upon 100 x10, that is equals to 110 upon 100 into 10 x bar. For the same case here, which is 110 upon 100 x1 plus 110 upon 100 x2 plus till 110 upon 100 x10 whole upon 10, and which is equals to 11 upon 10 x bar here. So average is increased by 10%. Okay, so that will be the right answer for this question as well, among the options what they had given you. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which is the 65th question of the sessions. Yeah, the question is, the mean of 50 observations was 36. It was found later that an observation 48 was wrongly taken as 23. The correct new mean is that we have to find out. The options for this we have, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper. That is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options we have 35.2, 36.1, 36.5 and 39.1 as well. So we'll go ahead for that here. The mean of 50 observations was 36. It was found later that an observation 48 was wrongly taken as 23. The corrected meaning is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper. That is also an important one here. Options we have 35.2, 36.1, 36.5 and 39.1, and on the same behalf of it we'll have to find out the answer as well, and that is to be as follows, like correct sum equals to 36 into 50 plus 48 minus 23, which is equals to 1825. So correct mean equals to 1825 upon 50 equals to 36.5. That will have as an answer here for this question. Now we'll go ahead with further, which we'll have to talk about it, and which is the 66th question of the sessions here. The question is, a pupil's mark were wrongly entered as 83 instead of 63. So due to that, the average marks that for the class that got increased by half here, and the number of pupil in the class is that we have to talk about it. This has been asked in your CBI examination paper here, and for that same cases we have to answer it out as well. Let's go ahead to find out. So on the same cases here, for that question we have to find out. This has been asked in your CBI examination paper. The options we have 10, 20, 40 and 73 here. Let's go ahead. A pupil marks were wrongly entered as 83 instead of 63. Due to that, the average marks for the class got increased by half. The number of people in the class is, this has been asked in your CBI examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards completion wise that we have to talk about it. And in the same cases, the options as I told you here, which is your 10, 20, 40 and 73 here. So for the same sake, we'll go ahead for the solution for this as well, that even though we have to find out. So on the same cases, when you're going ahead for the solution, you have to be very careful about it when you're solving it out. Let there be X pupils in the class. Total increase in marks equals to x into 1 by 2 equals to x by 2. X by 2 equals to 83 minus 63, which is x by 2 is equals to 20 and x equals to 40 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it. That is the 67th question of the sessions, and that is also an important one here. The question we have as follows, and the question is, the average age of 15 students of a class is 15 years. Out of these, the average age of 5 students is 14 years, and that of the other 9 students is 16 years. The age of 15th student we have to find out. This has been the question which has been asked in your SSC examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options we have 11 years, 14 years, 15 years, 15 to by 7 years as well. So we'll go ahead for that as here. The average age students of a class is 15 years. Out of these, the average age of 5 students is 14 years, and that of the other 9 students is 16 years. The age of the 15th student is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The option for this is 11 years, 14 years, 15 years, 15 2 by 7 years, as I told you. Let's go ahead for the finding it out solution for this, and that is also an important one here. So age of 15th student equals to 15 into 15 minus 14 into 5 plus 16 into 9, that we have the data that has been given. Then according to that, it will be 225 minus 214 225 minus 214. So for that same case, we will be getting it out as equals to 11 years. That we'll have to find out, and that will be the right answer for this question as well, that we have to go ahead. Let's go ahead to another one with this another question that we have to talk about it, which is the 68th question of the sessions as well, and that is also an important one here. 68th question of the session. The questions we have here is that the average of 11 number is 10.9 if the average of the first 6 number is 10.5 and that of the last 6 number is 11.4, then the middle number you have to find out, and the options we have is 11, 11.3, 11.4 and 11.5. That is also an important one, and let's go ahead for that. The average of 11 numbers is 10.9 if the average of the first 6 number is 10.5 and that of the last 6 numbers is 11.4, then the middle number is, this is being asked, as I told you, this has been asked in your that is of the options we have 11, 11.3, 11.4 and 11.5, and for the same sake we have to find out for the solution for this as well, which is also an important one. Let's go ahead with 68th solution. 68th solution we have to go ahead here, and on the same cases where the middle number will have to find out. Middle number it is equals to 10.5 into 6 plus 11.4 into 6 minus 10.9 into 11 that we have, which is equals to 131.4 minus 119.9, and we'll get the answer 11.5. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with another one, which is we have to talk about it, and that is the another question, that is your 69th question of the sessions here. The question here is here, that is the average weight of the three boys is ABC is 54 1/3 kg, while the average weight of the three boys BDE is 53 kg. What is the average weight of ABCDE here? The options we have 52.4, 53.2, 53.8, and data inadequate, none of these. This has been asked in your SBI question paper, that we have to talk about it, and which is also an important one here. Let's go ahead here, and that is also an important one to discuss. The question we have, the average weight of three boys. The average weight of three boys A, B, and C is 54 1/3 kg, while the average weight of three boys B, D, and E is 53 kg. What is the average weight of A, B, C, D, E? The options we have 52.4 kg, 53.2 kg, 53.8 kg. Data inadequate, and none of these. This has been asked in your SBI question paper, SBI PO question paper. That is also an important one, and that is also useful for it, and that we have to find out as well. So on the same behalf of it, we'll go ahead with the solution for this, and that is the total weight of A plus B plus C equals to 54 1/3 into 3 kg, so which is equals to 163 kg. Another is total weight of B plus D plus E equals to 53 into 3 kg, which is equals to 159 kg. Adding both, we get A plus 2B plus C plus D plus E, which is equals to 163 plus 159 kg. That will give 322 kg. So to find the average weight of ABCDE, we ought to know B's weights, which is not given, so the data is inadequate. Data is inadequate. Okay, the right options we have, among these we have data is inadequate here. Let's go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and which is also an important one. This has been asking as the IPO question paper. Let's go ahead with 70th question of the session, and the question we have here is the average temperature of a town in the first 4 days of month was 58 degree. The average for the second, third, and fourth and fifth days was 60 degree. If the temperature of the first and fifth day were in the ratio 7:8, then what is the temperature on the fifth day? This has been asked in your IMS examination paper. The options we have 64 degree, 62 degree, 56 degree, and none of these. Let's go ahead for that as well. So let's see here. The average temperature of the town in the first 4 days. Of a month was 58 degree. The average for the second, third, fourth, and fifth days was 60 degree. If the temperature of the first and fifth day were in the ratio that is 7:8, then what is the temperature on the fifth day? This has been asked in your NMIMS, that is examination paper. Options we have 64 degree, 62 degree, 56 degree. None of these that we have to talk about it, and on the same behalf of it we'll have to go ahead as well. So sum of temperature, for that we have to find out sum of temperatures on first, second, third, and fourth day equals to 58 into 4, which is equals to 232 degree that we have. This is the first equation we make it. Another we make it is sum of temperatures on second, third, fourth, and fifth day equals to 60 into 4, which is equals to 240 degree. So now we will be subtracting these two, 1 and 2, that will get here, and that is, so on subtracting 1 from 2, we get temperature on fifth day minus temperature on first day equals to 8 degree. Let the temperature on first and fifth day be 7x and 8x degree respectively. Then 8x minus 7x equals to 8, or x equals to 8. So temperature on the fifth day equals to 8x, which is equals to 64 degree. Now we'll go ahead with the another question that we have to talk about it, which is the 71st question of the session that we have to go ahead. Let's go ahead find it out. For the 71st question of the sessions, that is, I will review about it, and which is we have to find out as well. So on the same behalf of it, the question we have that the average weight of ABC is 45 kg. If the average weight of B the 40 kg and that of B and C be 43 kg, then the weight of the B is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper, and that way even though we have to talk about it and even though we have to find out as well, and for the same sake that has been asked in your SSC examination paper. The options for this we have is 17 kg, 20 kg, 26 kg, 31 kg here. So let's go ahead to find out the average weight of A, B and C is 45 kg. If the average weight of A and B 40 kg and that of B and C be 43 kg, then the weight of B we have that of B and C we have 43 kg. Then the weight of B is this, we have to find out. This has been asked in your SSC examination paper. That is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. 17 kg, 20 kg, 20 kg, 26 kg, 31 kg that we have as an options, and we'll have to find out for the solution for this as well. And on the same behalf of it, let A, B, C represent their respective weights. Then we have A plus B plus C equals to 45 into 3, which is equals to 135. A plus B equals to 40 into 2, which is equals to 80. B plus C equals to 43 into 2 equals to 66. So adding, we just made it the 4 equations here. This is 1, 2, 3. The first we will take it, that is adding. Second and third we get A plus 2B plus C equals to 166. Okay, this is being the fourth equation here. So subtracting first from fourth, we get B equals to 31. So B's weight is equals to 31 kg, that we have as an answer here. Now I'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which is the 72th question of the session, and that we have to find it out as well. The question we have as follows, and on the same cases we have to find out, so that is also an important one. The question is that the average monthly income of P and Q is rupees 5,050 rupees, and the average monthly income of Q and R is 6,250, and the average monthly income of P and R is rupees 5,200 here, that we have to find out. And on the same cases, that the average monthly income of P and R is 5,200, and the monthly income of P is, this has been asked in our RRB examination paper as well, that we have to find out here, and which is also an important one on the same cases, on the same behalf of it. So we will be going ahead here, and that is also an important one. So let's go ahead for the question here, and as I told you the options for this as well, which is rupees 3,500, rupees 4,000, rupees 4,050, rupees 5,000 as well. So let's go ahead here. The question here is, that is 72th question of the session, and the question we have, the average monthly income of P, the average monthly income of P and Q is rupees 5050. The average monthly income of Q and R is rupees 6250, and the average monthly income of P and R is rupees 5200. The monthly income of P is, this has been asked in your RRB examination paper that we have to talk about it. The options we have 3500, 4000, 4050 and 5000 here, that we have to go ahead. So find it out. Let P, Q and R represent their respective monthly income. Then we have P plus Q equals to 5050 into 2, which is equals to 10,100. Another is Q plus R equals to 6250 into 2, which is 12,500. Another is P plus R equals to 5200 into 2 equals to 10,400. Adding 1, 2 and 3, we get 2 P plus Q plus R equals to 33,000, or P plus Q plus R equals to 16,500. Subtracting, this is the fourth equation. Second from fourth, we get P equals to 4,000 here. So P's monthly income equals to rupees 4,000. That we have as an answer here, and that we have to talk about it as well. Now we'll go ahead further, which we have to talk about it, which is another question here, and that is also an important one on the same cases, and that is also a very important that we have to discuss here. So there are many questions that we have to discuss. The next question we have here is on the same cases, which is being the question. This has been asked in your RBI examination paper. This has been asked in your RRB examination paper here. The question we have is the 73rd question of the session. The question is that the average age of 36 students in a group of is 14 years. When teacher's age is included to it, the average increased by 1. And what is the teacher's age in years as well? And this has been asked in your RBI examination paper, as I told you. Options we have 31, 36, 51 cannot be determined, and none of these. So let's go ahead to find out for this, and which is the average age of 36 students in a group is 14 years. When teacher's age is included to it, the average increase that we have to find out here, which is the average increase. We have to go ahead and which is to be as follows. So on the same cases here we have to go ahead, and that, as I told you, so where that increased by 1, that is included to it, and that is the average increased by 1. What is the teacher's age in years? This has been asked in your RBI examination paper, which is important. The options we have 31, 36, 51 cannot be determined, none of these, and we'll have to find out for this as well, and which is also an important one here. So here for this, that is the age of the teacher equals to age of the teacher equals to 37 into 15 minus 36 into 14 years, which is equals to 51 years. Now we will be going ahead further, which will discuss about the another question, which is the 74th question of the sessions as well. That has been also important because this has also been asked in your RRB examination paper. The question is that the average monthly salary of 20 employee in an organization is rupees 1500, and if the manager's salary is added, then the average salary increased by 100. And what is the manager's monthly salary? We have to find out here. That is the options we have here. Many options that has been given, and that is the 2000 to 4400, 3600, rupees 4300, 800 that has been asked. So let's go ahead for the question here. The average monthly salary of 20 employee in an organization is rupees 1500 if the manager's salary is added, then the average salary increases by rupees 100. What is the manager's monthly salary. This has been asked in your RRB examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options we have is rupees 2000, rupees 2400, 3600, 4800, and that we have to talk about it, and which is also a very important question paper here in terms of it. So let's go ahead to find out as well. 74 question of the session that we have to talk about it. So on the same cases we have managers monthly salary equals to rupees 1600 into 21 minus 1500 into 20, and which is equals to rupees 3600 as well. Okay, so that will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead further, which is another new question, that is the 75th question of the sessions here. The question is that the average weight of a class of 24 students is 35 kg. If the weight of the teacher be included, and that the average rises by 400 gram, the weight of the teacher is, this has been asked in SSC examination paper, that is also an important one. So let's go ahead. The average weight of a class of 24 students is 35 kg if the weight of the teacher is included. The average rises by 400 gram. The weight of the teacher is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper, that we have to talk about it. The options we have 45 kg, 50 kg, 53 kg and 55 kg as well, that we have to talk about it, and even though which is also an important one here. So weight of the teacher equals to 35.4 into 25 minus 35 into 24 kg equals to 45 kg, that we have as an answer here. Now we will be going ahead, even though which we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one, which is the another question, and that is your the 77th question, 76th question of the sessions, that we have to go ahead, and which is to be as follows. The question we have here, the average age of the mother and her 6 children is 12 years, which is reduced by 5 years if the age of the mother is excluded. How old is the mother here, that we have to talk about it. The options for this we have is 40 years, 42 years, 48 years and 50 years as well. Let's go ahead to find out for the solution for this here. The average age of the mother and her 6 children is 12 years, which is reduced by 5 years if the age of the mother is excluded. How old is the mother, that we have to talk about it. The options we have 40, 42, 48 and 50 years, that we have to find out as well, and which is to be as follows. So that the solution for this is the 76th question here. Age of the mother equals to 12 into 7 minus 7 into 6 years, which is equals to 42 years. Now we'll go ahead with another one which we have to talk about it, which is the 77th question of the sessions here. That is also an important one. On the same behalf of it, the question we have, and that is that the captain of the cricket team of 11 members is 26 years old, and the wicket keeper is 3 years older, and if the ages of these two are excluded, the average age of the remaining player is 1 year less than that of the average year of the whole team. What is the average age of the team here? This has been asked in your NIFT examination paper. That is also an important paper respect towards it. So let's go ahead to find out the solution for this here. The captain of a cricket team of 11 members is 26 years old, and the wicket keeper is 3 years older if the ages of these two are excluded. The average age of the remaining player is 1 year less than, that is the average age of the whole team. What is the average age of the team? That we have to talk about it. As I told you, this has been asked in your NIFT examination paper, and that is also an important one. The options for this we have 23 years, 24 years, 25 years, and none of these. And for the same sake, we have to find out for that as well. So let the average age of the whole team be X years. 11x minus 26 plus 29 equals to 9x minus 1. That is 11x minus 9x equals to 46. For the equals to 2x equals to 46 and x equals to 23. So average age of the team is 23 years that we have here. Okay, so I can say that average age of the team is 23 years. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that is the another one is the question we have is the 78th question of the sessions that we have to discuss here. So let's go ahead. So the question we have here, the average height of 25 boys is 1.4 meter. When 5 boys leave the group, then the average height increases by 0.15 meter. What is the average height of the 5 boys who leave? That we have to find out. The options we have 0.8 meter, 0.9 meter, 0.95 meter, and 1.05 meter that we have to talk about it, and as I told you about it as well. So let's go ahead for the question here. The average height of height of 25 boys is 1.4 meter. When 5 boys leave the group, then the average height increases by 0.15 meter. What is the average height? Average height of the 5 boys who leave that we have. So here for the same case, the options we have 0.8 meter, 0.9, 0.95 and 1.05 meter as well, and that we have to talk about it. So let's go ahead for the solution for this as well, and that is also an important one. So sum of height of 5 boys equals to 25 into 1.4 minus 20 into 1.55 meter, which is equals to 4 meter here. Required average equals to 4/5 equals to 0.8 meter here, that we have as an answer. Now we'll go ahead with another one, which is we have to talk about it, and that is the another one is which is 79th question of the sessions as well. So on the same cases for this, that the average weight of the 8 person increases by 2.5 kilogram when a new person comes in place of one of them weighing 65 kg. What might be the weight of the new person here? This has been the question which has been asked in your bank your question paper, and that is also important with respect towards competition wise. We'll talk about it. So for the same sake, we have to find out the options we have here is 76 kg, 76.5 kg and 85 kg. Data inadequate and none of these. So for the same case, we'll have to find out, and let's go ahead for the solution for this here as well. The average weight of 8 person, the average weight of 8 person increases by 2.5 kg when a new person comes in place of one of them weighing 65 kg. What might be the weight of the new person? This has been asked in your bank your question paper, that we have to talk about it as well. So for the same case, we'll have to find out for the solution for this as well. The question solution we have total weight increased equals to 9 into 2.5 kg, sorry 8 into 2.5 kg equals to 20 kg, and weight of new person equals to 65 plus 20 kg equals to 85 kg, that we have. Now for the same cases, that will have as an answer for the total weight increase is your 20 kg, and the weight of that new person is your 85 kg here. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that is also another important one, and that is another question that we have to talk about it, which is your 80th question of the sessions here. So the question we have here is to be as follows, that the question is the average weight of 45 students in a class is 52 kg. 5 of them whose average weight is 48 kg and that leave the class, and the other 5 students whose average weight is 54 kg that joined the class. What is the new average weight in kgs of the class as well? This has been asked in your RRB examination paper, and that we have to talk about it as well. We will go ahead here, which is the average weight of 45 students in a class is 52 kg. 5 of them whose average weight is 48 kg leave the class, and other 5 students whose average weight is 54 kg, that is join the class. What is the new average weight in kg of the class? This has been asked in your RRB examination paper. That is also an important paper respect to competition, right? The options we have 52 1 by 3, 52 1 by 2, 52 2 by 3, and none of these. And for the same sake, we have to find out for a solution for this as well. And as you know, this is your 80th question of the session as well. Let's go ahead. So here, that is your 80th question we'll have to find out. So for the same sake, we have to find out sum of the weight. Weights of the student after replacement. T2 into 45 minus 48 into 5 plus 54 into 5 kg, which is equals to 2370 kg here. New average equals to 2370 upon 45 kg, which is equals to 53 2 by 3 kg here, that we have to find out here. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and which is also the another one here, and that is the another question for the sake, which is your the 81st question of the sessions here. The question we have: the average age of 8 men is increased by 2 years when 2 of them, whose ages are 21 years and 23 years, are replaced by 2 new men. The average of the 2 new men is, that we have to find out. This has been asked in your SSC examination paper as well, and that is also an important one here. So on the same cases, we have a solution for this, and that is also an important one. So yeah, for the same sake, we have to go ahead, and as I told you many times, let's go ahead here. The average of 8 men is increased by 2 years when 2 of them, whose ages are 21 years and 23 years, are replaced by 2 new men. The average age of the 2 new men is this has been asked in SSC examination paper, that we have to talk about it. The options we have 22 years, 24 years, 28 years and 30 years. And on the same cases we'll go ahead for the solution for this, and that is total age increased equals to 8 into 2 years equals to 16 years. Sum of ages of two new men equals to 21 plus 23 plus 16 years, which is equals to 30 years. That will be going ahead, and that will be the right answer for the same question here. But for the 16 years I have told you about, but some of the ages of two new men that we have is 21 plus 23 plus 16, that will be 60 years. Now we'll find out average age of two new men equals to 60 upon 2 years, which is equals to 30 years. That will be the right answer for this question as well. So here we will be ending it up, because it will be, if we had not ended up with it, will be exceeded an hour, and that will be, we have to go ahead further with the next coming classes as well, and so that we have to talk about it. Not a problem. We will start discussing about in the next coming class the rest of the questions here. And on the same cases, first of all, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go to the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than this quantitative aptitude, we had completed your sociology and software engineering, and after that we had started with your chemistry for the class 12, which is important for the competition as well as in the terms of competition and academic as well. So that is, we are dealing with NCERT solution. After that we are dealing with the reasoning here. We had completed the verbal reasoning, which is your that is general mental ability and the logic reasoning. Other than that, if I'm talking about, we had to started with the non-verbal reasoning, where we had completed your series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, and that we had done your figure matrix as well. And after that, if I'm talking about, we are dealing with the quantitative aptitude, where we have, this has been divided into two parts, which is your arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In arithmetical ability, we had done your operations on number, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages that we are dealing with, and hopefully in the next coming class surely we'll end up with that as well. Then we'll start, after completing this, we'll start discussing about problems on numbers, problems on ages, problems on and indices, percentage, profit loss, ratio, proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on trees, words and streams, allegations on mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volumes of this area, and that is your the races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, stocks and shares, permutation and combination, probability, true discount, banker discount, height and distance, odd manner and series as well. In section 2, which we have to cover up, is your data interpretation, where we have to complete it, that the tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts and line graphs here. So here we'll be ending it up, and first of all, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on a comment box. Thank you.